Hello everyone, my name is Shakha Patil. I am from computer department. I am here to demonstrate my project which is customer churn prediction system. Let's see what is customer churning. Basically, let's understand it with one simple example. One of the Airtel user unsatisfied with their Airtel services. So he can replace it with Jio services. It, it's called as customer churning. It caused the loss to the telecom services or telecom operators. So here is the background. Operators are losing share in today's competitive market. So industry and external outlook is tougher telecom environment, smarter and more demanding customers, and internal outlook is tremendous growth potential and key questions that client ask around churn, like how can I understand my churn situation, what are the key drivers of churn, what are the appropriate churn initiatives that should be launched. Churn is a key driver of EBI TDA margin. EBI TDA is nothing but earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. These are some different churn scenarios. First is tariff plan churn. It is simply said that customer can change their 500 recharge plan to the 300 recharge plan. So it's known as tariff plan. Next one is service churn. Service churn is the subscription basically. The customer can change their monthly or weekly subscription to the lesser than it. So it can cause the loss to the telecom service. Next one is the production. Customer can change their postpaid to prepaid. Usage churn, customer can completely inactive or zero usage. This is the decision cycle of subscriber. How the customer can change change their services or churn from one service to the another. One of Let's suppose I am a mobile customer. So I have two ways that I haven't thought about churning, but if I thought about churning, then I'm not locked in my contract. Then I have again two possibilities that I have decided to stay or I have decided to leave. If I have decided to stay, then conditionally, then that customer is known as conditionally loyal. If I have to leave, then maybe some conditional based churners like lifestyle migrators, unsatisfied churners. Then these are the some churn segments. First one is conditionally loyal subscriber, next conditional churner, lifestyle migrators, and unsatisfied churner. These are some operators benefits, like they know the how the loss is going, like report revenue loss effect due to churn, classification of subscriber as voluntary involuntary churner, cost saving from retention as opposed to reacquisition. Firstly, I download the dataset from kaggle.com. This is the dataset which having the attributes like customer, gender, senior citizen, partner, dependency, tenure, phone service, multiple lines, internet service, online security, online backup, device protection, tech support, streaming TV, streaming movies, contract, paperless billing, payment method, monthly charges, total charges, and finally it gives a churn. That's customer can churn or not. So we see the code here. Here is the EDA. Here is the dataset information. First I import the all libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn, Matplotlib. Matplotlib is nothing but visualization of the dataset. Next is telco based data. Here I can read the data set. Here top 5 rows uh, displayed. Here gives the information about the number of rows and number of columns. Here I give the data type of the columns. Here, here is a short describe of the attributes. It gives the this is bar graph of H. H means horizontal bar graph, and here we give the figure size. Here we give the labels. Here is the count, number of churners. It gives the yes or no. Here we found the there is if there is any null values or zero values, then we can replace it with the true or false. This is also missing values. Like if there is a missing values, then it can cause a problem. So we can replace it with the some boolean data type like true or false. Here again missing data. So here we got the result, that is we don't have any missing data. So here is one of the thumb rules. For features with less missing values, can use regression to predict the missing values or fill with mean of the values present depending on the features. For features with very high number of missing values, it is better to drop that column that we use so so that it's not affect to our data set. So we can easily remove that column. We can copy that after the in data cleaning, we can create a copy of base data for the manipulation and processing. So here we change the, if there is null value, then we can check it and replace it with the true value. So here we can remove the missing values. Here we just check the what is the maximum tenure. Here data exploration is there. Here we can see the visualization of the all datas like count versus phone services, count versus multiple lines, count versus fiber optic. Here all attributes are there. Like top 5 attributes are displayed here by .head command. Here also data visualization by total charges versus monthly charges. It's again visualization. This is a bar graph. This is all attributes are there, and we can check the all attributes versus here the bivariate analysis. Here is the distribution of gender for non-churn customer. Here is the distribution of payment method for churn customer. This is all visualization of the our attributes. So we got the one of the we got some few conclusions here. Electronic check medium are the highest churners. Contract type monthly churn customers are more likely to churn because of no contract terms, as they are free to go customers. No online security to take support category are high churners. Non-citizens, senior citizens are high churners. So here is the model building. First we import the libraries like pandas, sklearn metrics, classification report, confusion matrix modules like decision tree classifier. Here is new term smoting. SMOT means SMOT stands for synthetic minorities oversampling technique. This is a statistical technique for increasing the number of cases in your dataset in a balanced way. SMOT takes the entire dataset as an input, but it is increase the percentage of only the minority cases. Then next, here we read the CSV by dot head instruction. Here is the X values and here the Y values. Then we train test split and here we use the decision tree classifier first. We can check the which algorithm gives the higher accuracy. So in decision tree classifier we got the 0.78, like that is 78%. As you can see there is accuracy is quite low. So we use here Smotin. In Smotin we got the 0.93 percentage, that is 93 or 92%. It is quite better than decision tree. So we use here again we use the random forest classifier. So it again gives the 0.79. So again we perform PCA. So it again gives not we couldn't see any better result in PCA. So we finalized our model with the random forest classifier. Here we import the pickle with the model file name model.sav so that our final model with with the 94 percentage of accuracy with the RF classifier with Smotin is now ready and dumped into the model.sav, which we will use and prepare APIs so that can access our model from UI. So now we see the spider. Here is the app.python file. This is a main Python file. Here we import pandas again, sklearn, import matrix, flask. Here is very challenging part, that is flask, and here also we import the pickle. Here we active the flask, we give the flask's name and we read the first telc.csv file. Here we import home.html. You can connect it. Here we can connect our dataset to the Flask that we can access it with UI. Here we give the input queries, that is 19 queries overall, like gender, senior citizen, partner. And here we can display it on HTML. Let look up to HTML. Here is the HTML file. Here is the front end of my project. It's nothing but I just code for one query and just copy paste these codes for 19 queries which are displayed on the front end on my website. So here all queries are there. So let's see how it is can work. Let's run on command prompt. Firstly, I give the command for activation of the flask. So set flask debug so that we got the problems. So it takes some time. Okay. It shows the Debug mode is on and starting with stat. Here it shows the debugger is active and we got the debugger pin 277644080, and here it gives us one of the URL. We can just copy paste the result. Okay, here are the 19 queries. Just we go to our data set and use these attributes values here. Take the one of the example of gender. Let's do this. Okay, so senior citizen, we see here, we take this example, first example. So senior citizen is 0. Monthly charges, here we see monthly charges is 29.85 and total charges is also 29.85. So here we just copy paste that values. Now we can see here about gender, that is female. Just copy paste here gender. Dependency no. Phone service again no. Here tenure is 1. So here last one I feel 1. So multiple lines. Here is the contract. Payment method. Okay, here we can check. We do the submit. It gives us this customer is likely to continue and confidence is 44.50.96. Here, here we also got the results. Yes, it's the right result. So this is about all about my project. Thank you.